Hey, oh there. So we are going to go back to Llama.cpp. Such a great application. You get to do it all on the command line. Really kind of scratches that itch of imagination. Like, I think a lot of us, we want to do this computer techie, comp sci stuff, and in our minds we're like Llama.cpp. And of course, there's other great applications like Cobalt.cpp, which make things easier. But Llama.cpp is so good for getting in there, really feeling like you're doing something, hitting around on the command line. And of course, you can use it in your applications. But what we're going to do today, we've built this before. We're going to focus on the CUDA build. Okay, and I know that there are a lot of you that are having problems with the CUDA build, because I've had problems with the CUDA build, but I'm going to show you. We're going to walk through troubleshooting this thing. It's going to be so easy. We're going to download something called W64 Dev Kit. We're going to use CMake, and I'm going to show you the piece that's missing that's going to keep you from getting errors, and we're going to be off to the races. All right, so first, before you do that, please go ahead and like the channel and subscribe. You guys really been helping, and it's good because I want to help the community, and we need you guys to help get the word out to the community. So thank you very much for liking the channel, sharing the video, liking the video, all those things, giving your undaunted love to the video and telling others about it as well. So thank you very much for that. So let's get to the getting on, yo. Yeah! Alrighty, so we're back, and if I start to shed a tear while I'm working on it, just know that my baseball team, which did so great all season long, just totally flubbed in the playoffs. And if you do start to see something run down my cheek, it's just because I'm thinking about what could have been. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to focus on what is. And so to do that, we're going to pop on over to the browser, and we're going to be finding our repo over here by our man Gurganov. Okay, big brain dude. I just picture this guy. He's probably got like a brain like this, and it's got like, he looks like a Telosian or something like that. Veiny stuff on his head. Big brain guy. That's what I'm guessing. So, but to find this, what we're going to do, we're just going to type in Llama.cpp and then just type GitHub. And you're going to see that it pops up here, this Gurganov Llama.cpp. So we click that. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down, and you can look and read all this. We're not going to spend too much time reading this. We're not going to download the repo. You can scroll through this to get kind of your stuff, but what we want to do is we're just going to hit Control F. I'll show you what that looks like here. We're going to hit Control F, and then we're just going to type the word install. Okay, so we're going to hit down, and then we're going to find this usage, clone this repo, and build locally. So what we're going to do, see it here, it is. Close that out. We're going to do this one, clone this repository, build locally. Now, we could download a pre-built binary, but it'll miss us out on a few things that we want in here. Some of the files, it'll all be like exes instead of our stuff that we want. So anyway, we're going to click it. It's going to take us over here, and you're going to see it's going to have us git clone and do all this. But first thing that we're going to do, okay, before we do this, if you scroll down here, it says, look at using Make. That's on a Linux or Mac. We're going to be using CMake since we're on a Windows. Okay, Windows. We're going to need to get the W64 Dev Kit, and we're going to need to get CMake. So first of all, go to a new browser and just type in CMake download. Okay. Oops. Okay, and it's going to pop over here, and just click here. Come down to your source distributions. Well, go to here, your Windows 6.4 installers. This is actually what you want. Click that. You're going to download it, and it will give you an installer to click. Just follow it, the directions. It'll take care of everything for you. Okay. Next thing we're going to need to do, going back over here, it says we need the W64 Dev Kit. Okay. So for this one, we just type W64 Dev Kit download. All right. So, well, actually, no. We just want to forget that. We just want to click on it. My apologies. It's going to bring us over to here, and then we can just grab this one here, this exe. Okay. Same thing. You're going to download this. You're going to click it, and it's just going to go ahead and install. I installed mine on the C drive, just the base drive, but you can put it wherever you want. I like it to put my stuff on the C drive because then I know where it's at. Like I just put it C W64 Dev Kit. That way I know where it's at. I don't got to just go scrolling through program files or anything, but do whatever you want. Now, I am going to give you a little tip here, okay? If you try to install this, you might get an error that says that it's inaccessible. Okay, and that's because Windows is blocking it from running because it's an exe file. I'm going to show you how to get around that. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop over here to our desktop. Okay. Now sometimes actually over here, it'll pop up saying that something's been blocked. You can click there, and that will be a shortcut here. But if you lose that out, what we're going to do is just go click in Start menu, hit Settings. Okay. Then we're going to go over to our Privacy and Security over here. We're going to click Windows Security. Then we're going to click Open Windows Security. Okay. Now, I think we click this Virus and Threat Protection. Okay. And then we're going to click Manage Settings. Okay. Now, down here, you're going to see exclusions. So you could add or remove exclusions. Notice mine's active. So you could add an exclusion. You're going to click File, and then you're going to go to where you installed it to. Okay, so you'll click your W64 Dev Kit. You'll find your exe, and then you're going to click OK. All right, it's going to add it to the exclusion, and what that would mean is that you'll be able to now execute the installer. Okay, now that doesn't mean that it will. If you download W64 Dev Kit, it doesn't mean that Windows will automatically see it as a threat, but like for my system it did, and so I had to add it as an exclusion. Okay, be careful with using exclusions because all of the safety stuff is there for a purpose. Okay, but by just adding a single file, we know that it's good. Okay, we've got it from a credible source. We know what we want to use it for. We can add it to the exclusion. Okay, so we have all of that done, and where are we going? Back over to here. Okay. Boy, if I could find my mouse, it would certainly be nice. My mouse has disappeared. Love that. I cannot see my mouse. Okay, well, let's see how we do without a mouse. So we're going to go back over here to look at me, hit back. All right, and we're going to see here it says run the W64 Dev Kit. Use the command to reach the Llama.cpp, and so we're going to go back to our directions. So we have to git clone this thing. Okay, let's get over to here. Okay, and my cursor is back. So, okay, we have CMake installed and we have W64 Dev Kit installed. We need to go back up here a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and clone the directory. So we're going to highlight that, press Control-C to copy it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to open up a command prompt. Okay, so let's get over to a command prompt here. Okay, and let's get to a directory. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my D directory. I'm going to go clear the screen. I'm going to make a directory, and we'll just call this, I think I already have one in here called Llama.cpp. So I'm going to go ahead and create, I'm going to go ahead and just go into my temp file. I'll go to mkdir, means temp. I'm going to put llama temp. Okay, that's going to make that directory. Then I'm going to go to CD, llama temp. You guys put this wherever you want. Now, I'm going to git clone. I'm going to Control V, and that says to git clone this directory. Now it's going to create a folder named Llama.cpp. So honestly, if you just wanted to do this on your D drive, git clone it. It's going to be, your file structure would be d/llama.cpp. That would be your directory. I'm going to just put it in a llama temp directory just because, for the sake of organization. Thank you. There's the word. My unorganized mind was trying to find the word organization. Okay, so you're going to see here now if I type dir, which means directory, that it's created the llama.cpp. So now if we go back to our instructions, it says to go into the directory. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to go cd llama.cpp. Okay, now we're in here and we're ready to go. But do not be deceived. Yo, hold up. Wait, you're going too fast. Okay? So we need to go ahead and run our W6 for dev kit. Okay, so to do this, this is what we are going to do. We're going to click on over to our file explorer. Okay, we're going to find where we installed it. For me, it was W64 dev kit. Okay, I'm going to click onto there. Now, all we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click it. And it's going to pop up a window that looks like this. Okay, so we're going to pop up to here. Now, it's going to give us this. We need to get to the right directory where we installed it. This is another reason why to put this on the C directory. So we're going to type cd as in change directory. We're going to put ... That means just go back a directory. It's going to put us here in the users. For me, I want to get to the C drive. So I'm going to go cd ... again. Okay, now it's going to put me here. Then I'm going to go ahead and type cd, change directory again. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the directory we're at. Now actually I think that mine was in the D drive. So let me show you how to change directories. And you do by typing this, just what I did there. cd, D, and then colon. It's going to put you in the D drive. Now I think I called it what I call it, llama temp. Okay? There we go. If I type, it's not going to let us see the directory. If I type ls, this is kind of Linux commands, you'll see that there's my directory, llama.cpp. So I'll type cd llama.cpp. Okay, now we're in the directory where we can actually start to build this thing. Okay, so popping back over to our directions, this is where we hold up. Okay, we don't want to just go run this stuff. Okay, you're going to see using CMake over here, but that's going to load it without CUDA. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down here all the way down to where it says CUDA. Okay, and we're going to get the CMake command. So we're going to copy this. Now this is where your error is very likely going to come. So we're going to Control C that bad boy, and we're going to pop on over to our back to our W64 dev kit, and you want to paste it in there. Wait, where am I at here? Got the wrong one. There we go. I got a couple of these open here. Okay, and then we would paste that in. Okay, and then what this is going to do is this goes ahead and sets up an installer for you. So it's like saying, okay, oh great, we're going to install this. Let me go ahead and get the installer ready for you so that then when you do, it's all ready to go. That's what this is doing. Now, normally you hit enter, but when you do hit enter, you're very likely going to get this error. Let me show it to you over here. You'll notice that it starts to run through, and then you get this weird error that says CUDA found, and then it says no CUDA toolset found. So it's like, and that's very confusing because you're like, well, you said you found CUDA, but now you're saying you don't found CUDA. Okay, so this can take, it's very difficult to figure out what's going on here, but I'm going to tell you really quickly, we got it sorted out for you. What's happening is that it's looking in this one place over here and saying, okay, yeah, you've got CUDA installed, and it's looking over at your CUDA installation, but then it's going over to your Microsoft build tools, and it's saying, all right, let's get to building this, and it goes, CUDA is not found. So over here it's saying, all right, we got CUDA, and then it's going over to this other spot, but over here there's no link to it. Okay, so what we're going to do is really easy installation, and it can be very frustrating to figure this out, but it's so easy now. Okay, all we're going to do is you pop back over to your browser, okay, and what we're going to do is go to my blog over here. It's under cognibuild.ai/blog. Okay, now I keep a repository of solutions that will help you when you're doing your AI stuff. In here, errors that you'll run across. You're going to look for this one, building llama.cpp, no CUDA toolset found. Click it. Okay, now I'll let you can also go here. This is where the original answer was found, so I just went ahead and gleaned from there. But this is what you do. we're going to have to go ahead, when we install CUDA 11.8 or 12.1 or whatever, it goes ahead and it puts files in this folder. Okay, what we need to do is we need to get those files into this folder. Okay, so what we'll do now, yours is going to change a little bit different. Notice this guy here, he was using 11.7. I got 11.8, so mine's going to be under 11.8. Maybe yours is under 12.1. It's going to depend on what you installed. But let's do this. Watch this. We're going to go over to our File Explorer. Okay. Where's that at? We're going to go here. Okay. And we're going to drill down to the place. So we're going to go to Program Files. Then we're going to go to NVIDIA GPU Computing Toolkit. Click there. Then you're going to click on CUDA. Now this is where it changes. His was 11.7, mine's 11.8. So I'm going to click on that. Right? Then we're going to find Extras. Then it's going to say Visual Studio Integration. Click it. Then you're going to see MS Build Extensions. Click it. Okay? And then you're going to find that you've got these 4 folders there, or these 4 files. So copy these, highlight them, and hit Control-C, or highlight them and hit Copy. Okay? Now, going back to our browser, you say we got to go somewhere. Now, this is going to be the incorrect folder. This is the folder if you installed the entire Visual Studio. Okay? Now, if you followed my directions, you didn't, because you don't need it. It just clutters. What we did is we installed the build tools. So very likely, if you followed my directions, this folder will make no sense to you. So what we're going to do is follow this one. Okay? So same thing, we're going to pop them back over to our File Explorer. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go, I'm going to click back, get back to my base folder. Now I don't want program files, I want program files x86. So click it. Okay? Then what we do is we're going to go ahead and find Microsoft Visual Studio. Click that. Okay? You're going to see 2019. You're going to see your build tools. Then you're going to see a folder called MS Build. Click it. Then we're going to see Microsoft. We're going to see VC. Okay? Then you're going to see 160. Okay? And then we're going to go build customizations. There you go. Now just paste it in there, and they'll put them all in there. It's going to ask you for administrative rights. To do so, just say yes for everything, and it's going to put those 4 in there. Now when we go back to our command prompt, okay, or we go back to our W64 dev kit, now if we go ahead and put in our command here, and we hit enter, it's going to go ahead and it's going to build our setup for us. Okay, look at file's been written to. So now we've got our setup file ready to go. So now if we click on back over to our browser, okay, and we go back to our directions, all we got to do is this. Okay, so the first one set up, got our setup going. Then we highlight this, go back over to our W64 dev kit, hit Control V. It's going to paste it in there. We just hit enter. Now it's going to go through here and it's going to build. Okay, and it's going to take 10 minutes. I've got a fast computer. It takes me 10 to 15 minutes for this thing to run through, because it's literally going through and it's building everything. So it's got all of the C script, the programming script, big brain, you know, and it's actually building it. So you're literally creating the file, and it takes a while to do that. Okay, but I've already done it over here. So let's go ahead and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so it'll go through all this stuff. Look at all this stuff it goes through. Takes forever to get there. When you get done, see, you can see I'm in a different drive. I did this elsewhere. But when you get it done, we can actually, I think we type ls, and it's going to show you that it created everything. Okay, you can have all your files. Now let's actually pop over to the command prompt though. So let's find a good command prompt. Hold on just a second. Okay, here we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so let's get over to our C drive where I actually installed that. Okay, now you can see everything's in here. So here's all your files that you're going to be able to use. Now I do believe that with the new versions of Llama.cpp, they have actually put everything under the build directory. You go build, and then I think it's under bin. Or maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, it is there, but then we got to go under this release. So I don't know why they put this so far under there. It used to be they put it at the top of the thing, but now everything is here under build, bin, release. Okay, so here's all your Llama. There's your Llama.cli. That's how you're actually going to get it working with your different models. We're going to have our convert models, everything, our quantize stuff. So everything is under here, but now the beautiful part is it's running with CUDA. So it was fast before. It's going to be even faster now, and you can integrate that into your C programs and all your programming dreams. So there you have it. Okay, we have successfully installed Llama.cpp with CUDA. What we did is we went ahead, found the repo, big brain guy, Gergenoff, okay, looked it up, found the repo, went in there, we installed CMake, make sure CMake was on the computer. We then installed W64 dev kit, okay. We went ahead, git cloned the directory, got it in there, opened up our W64 dev kit, all right. From there, we went ahead and we ran the first CMake thing, which runs our setup. If we got an error that says that CUDA wasn't found, then we went ahead and followed the directions of how to copy the CUDA directory, the CUDA files from the CUDA installation to the Visual Studio or the Build Tools directory. Then we went back over there, ran it, it did the setup for us, we did the install, and we were done like that. I mean, my God, how easy was that? That really seems a lot more complicated than it is, but it really was like 8 steps, okay, if that, and not that difficult of steps either. And now you're ready to use Llama.cpp with CUDA. Feel like I should take a bow. So you guys hang in there. I'm going to go nurse my wounds from my team losing, and we will connect on the next time. Until then, you stay good, yo.